Hey everybody, we got a fun game for you today. Now we've been focusing a lot on that jab and reverse punch, really emphasizing techniques. Now we're going to see if you got that speed. I'm going to have Mr. Fadhill get in a fighting stance here. Now I'm just going to use my hand. If you guys have like a sparring glove you want to put on, you can do that. Hold a pillow in your hand, or like I said, just use your hand. Mr. Fadhill is going to throw either his jab or his punch at my hand, okay? And if I see him coming, I'm going to pull my hand away. So we're going to see if he's fast enough to hit my hand. So you guys can have mom and dad do this for you. Maybe your brother or sister. Hold that hand up and see who's got the faster punches. Okay, so I hold that hand up. Oh, he's pretty quick. He's going to make me look bad on this. Oh, he's got those fakes going too. He's got 2 points against me. Oh, he's got 3 points. He's making me look bad here. Oh man, he's messing me up here. I got to get him. Oh, I finally got him. So at that point, we switch. Okay, so now he has to hold his hand up. Okay, hopefully he doesn't make me look too bad. Oh, I got him once. See how I keep those hands up? I move around. I fake a little bit. Oh, I got him again. I got him again. Oh, I got him. Oh, got him again. He doesn't like it when I get him. Let's go another one. This is a good time to work on those fakes. Work on that hand speed. Oh, I missed. So it's his turn again. Let's do one more round. Oh, man. I didn't even change that. Oh, I think I got him. Excellent. Okay, guys, that's our hand speed drill. Go ahead and practice that for a few minutes.
All right, guys, so we're going to move on to our next teamwork drill. So our next teamwork drill is called a Chariot Race. Now remember the word teamwork. We're working together with a partner on something here. So I'm actually going to need something from my partner. I'm going to need my partner's belt. Mr. Golf, can you remove your belt for me, please?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now here's where we're going to have a little bit of fun. Now each person is responsible for something. So right now, I'm responsible for not being too tough on my partner. My partner is responsible for pulling himself down as strong as he can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the belt around Mr. DeWalt and I'm going to hold it with both hands. It's going to scoot down this way so everyone can see perfect right here. Now Mr. DeWalt is going to use all those leg muscles and I'm going to give him some resistance. I'm not going to make it impossible for him to get down to the other side. He's going to pull me all the way down. I give him some resistance. Again, I'm not making it impossible for him. Perfect. He got all the way down. Now he gets to have a little bit of fun. He gets to do this against me now. So go ahead and wrap it around me, Mr. DeWalt. And remember, Mr. DeWalt is not making it impossible for me to run down or I'm really struggling. He wants to give me some resistance to where I can actually work on those leg muscles and kind of pull him all the way down. All right, we're going to demonstrate that one more time each way just so you guys get a better look for it. So again, I wrap it around his waist. We're using that teamwork right now. I'm not being mean to my partner. He runs down pulling me. He's not pulling me super strong. He's using his muscles. He's not trying to pull me down on the ground, especially if I've got like a younger sibling. I don't want to hurt them. All right, now we're going to have a little bit of fun again. He's going to hold me back. I'm going to run down. We're not going to be mean to our partner. And I get down here. Okay, now we're going to do this teamwork drill with our partner for a little bit of time here. Go ahead and go back and forth a few times here. Let's go ahead and do it for a whole minute, just like we did the previous drill. Go ahead and see how many times you can get back and forth. Have some fun with this. Begin.
Okay guys, we got a fun drill for you guys here. So a couple things you might need here. Something soft. For you guys, orange belts and above, you probably have your sparring gear. So get one of your gloves. Okay, something else you could use would be some kind of soft pad like this. You don't want anything too big. A pillow is going to be too big. The smaller the better. What would work really well is if you have something like a tennis ball, or these are like these small plastic balls, nothing hard, nothing that's going to hurt your hand, nothing that's going to break anything in the house. That's the last thing your parents want, is to hear a crashing sound and for you to say, I'm just practicing my karate, okay? I'm going to start with the ball, okay, to show you guys what we're going to do here. What you're going to do is you're going to simply throw the ball up in the air, and the goal is to punch it out of the air. And when you punch it, you want to punch it straight. Okay, and this will help you with your precision, being able to hit a small target. This will help you with your speed. You got to react fast. This will also really help you with your technique. If you're punching like that, the ball's not going to go straight. The ball's going to go downwards. I'm going to do a couple right at you. Okay, so I'm going to throw that ball up. And if you can see, I know it went off camera, but that ball went straight. Okay, so watch again. I'm going to keep this hand up. I'm going to throw that ball up. What might help is if you guys practice like against a wall. Maybe face that wall, punch it, and that ball will bounce back to you. Again, make sure you're doing this in a safe area. You got plenty of room with a soft object, and that your parents say it's okay. Okay, let's do a couple more together. Then you guys can practice on your own. Again, I come up, boom, punch. I want to punch that straight. Okay, let me get the ball here. Again, I'm going to throw that up. Ooh, that one almost hit the camera. I get bonus points if I do that. Let me see if I can hit the camera. Let's see if I'm that good. Oh, getting close. Let's do a couple more. You can also do it with a jab. So I'm going to hold it in my backhand. I'm going to throw it up and jab. And again, all these balls are going straight. So let me show you what it would look like with your glove. Okay, so you're simply going to throw that glove up like this. And I'm punching, and that glove went totally straight. I'm going to do it with a jab. I'm going to throw this up, boom, jab, bring that back. I'm going to do a couple more, just because this is fun. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can hit Mr. DeWall back there. He's collecting all the items for me. Oh, that one was a little low, but I still got it. Let's do one more, okay? Oh, let's see if I can get Mr. Badhill over there. Oh, I got him! Okay, guys, so at home, hit. Okay, everyone, we got a really fun game for you. It's called Sneak Attack. So you're going to need a couple things. Hopefully you can get your parents to play this or your siblings. If you don't have anyone to practice with, you're going to do this a little differently. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to practice sneaking and making as little noise as possible. So I want you to walk around the house, okay, and your goal is to not, like stomp like that. Your goal is to sneak up and make as little noise as possible. It's really working on your how you control your movement. So if you do have partners, again, hopefully your parents can play, your brother and sister can play, you're going to need something to steal. Now, we're just going to use my sock, okay? So if you guys at home get a sock, make sure it's clean, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm the ninja. So I have these other bad ninjas. They're going to be trying to sneak up on me. You're going to see them in a moment. So the good ninja, that's me right now, I'm going to sit down here, okay? I'm going to put the sock, or whatever you guys use, okay? You can use, your belt. That might make a little too much noise, or whatever you want. You're gonna put that in front of you. Now, the good ninja, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna close my eyes, okay? If you guys have like a blindfold at home, you can put that blindfold on. And the bad ninjas are gonna try to sneak up on me. And if I hear them, I'm gonna point at them. Okay, and when you point, now you can't point like this all over the place. Okay, you can use one hand to point, and you have to hold your point for a couple seconds. Okay, so we're gonna get started. You're gonna see these bad ninjas try to sneak up on me and steal my sock. Now, if they steal the sock, all they have to do is lift up the sock, and they've won. Okay? But I'm going to be listening for them to see if they sneak up. So we're going to start. I'm going to close my eyes, and you're going to see these guys sneaking up on me. And if I hear them, somebody's got. I pointed at someone. Did I get him? I can't tell you. I hear something. Okay, did I get them all? I think I got them, guys. So that's how the game works. So at home, okay, everyone, we got a fun game for you guys here. So what you're gonna need to do is get a ball. Okay, make sure it's a soft ball. This one's a little plastic one that's kind of squishy. Don't use a baseball. It's gonna be way too hard. Maybe even like a tennis ball. Something like I said, something that's soft. You're gonna be throwing it at the wall. So make sure it's okay with your parents first. Okay, we don't want to be annoying them. We don't want to be damaging the wall. So if you guys can't figure this out, you don't have a ball that you can use, this is probably a drill you're not going to do. Okay, so if you need to hit pause right now, go get your ball and then come on back. Okay, so if you guys got your ball, this is a horse stance drill. Okay, so we're going to get into a horse stance facing the wall. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna simply bounce the ball off the wall and try to catch it with the same hand. This works on your focus, your coordination. So let's just practice that. Again, make sure you've asked your parents first, okay? Don't start throwing that baseball at the wall, putting holes in it, okay? Let's practice. Now the whole time, I'm gonna be in that horse stance. Hopefully you guys can see my knees are bent, and we wanna throw it as quick as possible. We're reacting. Let's switch hands, try the other hand now. Oh, this is my bad hand. I'm still getting it. Let's do a couple more. And if you need to, you can catch it with both hands. It just gives you a little more, it takes a little more skill to catch with one hand. So you guys practice anyway, okay? So let's take a break, shake the legs out. So next drill, let's actually practice throwing it from hand to hand. We're gonna alternate, we're gonna switch hands. So I get in that horse stance, knees bent, I'm gonna go right to left, left to, oh, I dropped that. If you drop it, get that ball again. We're gonna try to alternate hands like this. And look how I'm changing levels too. Sometimes I throw the ball high. That gives me more time to react to catch it. Sometimes I throw it straight. That gives me less time. And you can see, less time makes it a little more difficult, okay? So that's your game for today. So hopefully you guys have some fun with that. Practice that for a few minutes, and this will definitely help that horse stance. This will help your reaction time, your coordination. Okay guys, get started. Okay guys, we got a fun drill for you. At the beginning of class, I told you guys all to get like a scarf or a handkerchief, something like this. Preferably something light. Like a small little dish towel could work, but it's a little heavy. Getting something light like this will make this drill easier. Now, Mr. Sappingfield is going to be my partner. So for this drill, you really do need a partner. So hopefully you can have mom and dad help you out, maybe brother or sister can help you out. I'm going to have him back up a little bit. Now, we're working on a quick reaction, an explosiveness out of his stance. So he's basically going to be in a fighting stance. So I'm going to stand, a couple feet away. I'm going to hold this up and I'm going to drop it. Okay, and when I drop it, he has to react as quick as possible and see if he can grab it before it hits the ground, okay? So I'm gonna stand kind of off to the side a little bit. When I drop it, we're gonna see how quick he can react. Okay. Let's try that again. So you wanna leap forwards into that. Let's try that again. Okay, and this time I'll throw it up a little bit, give him a little bit more of a notice. Okay, just like that. Let's try a couple more times. Now if this gets too easy, have your partner back up just a little bit. See how far away you guys can do this from. Okay, it's looking pretty easy, so I'm gonna have back up even further, okay? So again, this teaches you to, explode and be fast out of that stance, which is really important for, all your martial arts moves. Okay, let's try this again. This time I'm not gonna throw it up, I'm just gonna drop it. Oh, he still got it. Okay, guys, so that's kind of your game today. Hey, everyone, we're going to finish off class with a game. So for this game, you are going to need a partner. So hopefully you can convince, one of your siblings, brother, sister, or mom and dad to play with you. You're also going to need your belt. So go get your belt real quick. And what we're going to do is you're going to give your partner the end of the belt, okay? And we're going to separate a little bit here. Hopefully we're still on camera. Let's back up here a little bit. Now you're going to stand with your feet together, okay? Now the object of the game is to pull your partner off balance. If you get them to move their foot, you have won. If you pull the belt out of their hand, you have won, okay? So you start the beginning of the game. You each grab the end of the belt, okay? And then at the same time, you're going to count down. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, go. Once you say go, you can grab as much of the belt as you want, and you can pull your partner off balance. What you can also do is sense when they're pulling too hard. If I have, a lot of the belt and I sense he's pulling too hard, I can release one hand, okay, and make them lose. So you can make it interesting. If you beat your partner, give him like a push-up or something. And that's basically how you play the game. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, we're gonna play the game of balance. Now, I think a lot of you guys have played before, but let's review how to play this real quick. So you're gonna obviously need a partner. Okay, I got my partner right here. Now, you both have to stand, first of all, about arm's distance. Okay, so we're close enough we can touch each other's shoulder. If you're too close, it's not gonna work. If you're too far, it's not gonna work. But arm's distance, you're gonna need to stand with your feet together. So think about standing like you're at attention, okay? Now the object of the game is to knock your partner off balance, okay? And you do that by hitting their hands, and only their hand. You can't like smack them in the face or anything, okay? Now this game, it's fun, but it's also working on your reaction. It's working on your power, striking. This helps you to have stronger punches. If you strike kind of slow and, kind of like this, it's not gonna work. You gotta think about throwing a punch. And that punch comes out straight. We're just doing that with open hands, so palm strikes. So I'm gonna have my partner stand with his hands up, and we're both gonna have our hands up. Now, my goal is to hit his hands hard enough to make him move a foot. If you've moved a foot, you've lost, okay? Now, I can also make my partner miss, okay? And sometimes when we throw a punch, we throw it too far and we fall forwards. We don't want to do that. When we do our punch, we want to stop and pull it back. Just like with our strike, we don't want to, strike and fall over. So if your partner tends to hit too far, you want to make them miss and lose their balance. If I have my partner hit, I can pull my hands away and notice how he stumbled and fell forwards, okay? So either way you win, if you knock your partner off balance or they fall over because they did a wrong strike. Okay, so play it with your partner. You can even make it interesting. If you beat your partner, they have to give you a push-up. Okay, guys, let's get started with balance. Okay, we have a more advanced version of balance. This one, you can actually pull your partner towards you. Okay, so all the same rules apply. The only thing that's different is you can't grab and pull. You can, with an open hand, okay, bring them towards you like this. Okay, everything else applies. You can hit, you can make a miss, if your partner falls off balance, you have won that round. Okay. Okay, guys. Now we have the ultimate distance management game. Okay, most of you've probably done it before. It's called shoulder tag. Okay, you guys probably thought shoulder tag was just about having fun in class. There is a purpose to it. There is a point to it. And it's to teach you to be the right distance away from your partner, okay? So we're both in our fighting stance. Our goal is to tag our partner's shoulder. So again, hopefully you have a partner for this drill. If you don't have a partner, it's kind of hard to do this drill, so maybe your class is over at this point, okay? You can do a couple more footwork drills if you want, but hopefully you can convince mom and dad, brother, sister, grandma, grandpa, whoever you guys got at home you can play with, okay? And you can even teach them. So you're both going to be in a fighting stance. Your goal is to tag your partner's shoulder. If you tag them, in class, normally you have to do a push-up. At home, you guys decide what it is. It can be a push-up. It can be, maybe they have to give you $1. Maybe not that, okay? Or it can be nothing. It can just be for points, okay? So if I'm too close, okay, he can tag me and I can tag him, and this just becomes a game of what's called Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I don't know if you guys know what those are. They're these toys, and they stand in the middle of the ring, and they punch really fast until one of their heads popped off. Okay, that's not a good strategy. We don't want your heads popping off. You want to be at a distance where maybe he tries to attack me, and I feel like I move my shoulder just a little bit. So he tries to attack me. I move, boom, and I hit him. Okay? So, play a little sparring tag if you guys can. If you don't have a partner, then you can kind of have an imaginary partner play for a few minutes. Okay, guys, play this drill, play this game for about 5 minutes or so, and that is the end of your class. Great job today, guys.